Oh, it's you again.
Don't you touch my scarred guitar.
So for this episode, we're going to rewind the clock a little bit back to last year when Trogly, from the TROGLY'S Guitar Show, Austin's his real name, we'll call him Trogly because everybody else does, designed this little bad boy right here. Now this is commonly known on the Scarred channel as the Les G, and I call that burst a dragon burst finish. That's a 1/4 inch 5A quilt maple top, 5A's chocolate spalted maple fretboard, glow in the dark inlays, Graphtec nut, Graphtec tuners. Giveaway sponsored by Graphtec. This is the giveaway guitar. Now when Josh was still around, we gave away 7 guitars with this shape. They had different pickup configurations. And now it's time for Trogly to give one away. So we're going to send him one, and he's going to give this one to one of you guys. And I'm going to make the one for Trogly right now, and you're going to help me. Let's do it. Here's the woods we're going to use for Trogly's guitar right here. We got some flame maple, some purple heartwood, and some African mahogany for the body. And then we got 5A quilt maple for the fretboard, African mahogany again for the neck, some flame maple we're going to split and do a cool neck. But then for the top of the body, we got another 5A quilt right here. Well, let's stop yapping about it. Let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to split this guy in half. So if it's 10.5 inches, what does it leave us? 5 1/4 for the half. 5 1/4 for the half. Just got to deal with the weed eater guy. You hear him? Anyway, let's get to it. So this, we got flame maple, purple heartwood, some nice mahogany in the middle. And we need it to be 13 inches wide. Looks like it's going to be fine. Let's get to playing with this wood. Now that we've got this like this, it's time to take these cool clamps and glue it together. Man, isn't this a beautiful neck plate? Look at that. Nice, huh? Let's see what we can do with it. Now we need to clamp the middle first. And the reason for that is because we want to push it all down even here. And we don't want it to go like this. So push these all down where they're kind of flush. Tighten that guy up pretty decent. Not too good, because we still want to be able to move it around down here and push it down. Tighten him up nice down here. Now I'll loosen that up a little bit more and push it down some more. See that? Get nice and flush. And here we go. nice and flush. We're going to run it through the planer again. We still want it to be right. Yep. Trogly, you got a nice looking neck as well. Alright, let's go on and cut the body. Our body blank's looking pretty good, ain't it? That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, now what we got to do is we're going to cut this out to the shape of the guitar so then we can clamp it really easily. Thing looks coachy. Now see, I used the bar across to clamp them together nice and tight. So you have a nice tight line there. We have neck and body. But it's getting late. We've got to get back to this tomorrow. Morning, gentlemen. Look what we got. Man, our body blank's looking killer, huh? So what we have to do now is cut all this excess off so it shapes to the body. And then we're going to do something a little special for the back. But if you notice, I slipped some black limba in there. You see it? Those two stripes there. So we got flame maple, purple heartwood, black limba, flame maple, and mahogany. The same on the other side. But let's get this thing shaped up and tightened up. We're going to jam this guy soon. Now I keep a bunch of router bits right under here. For this little job, we're going to be using a bottom bearing. That's a 1/2 inch bit. It's 1.5 inches long. We're going to run it around here and get all this excess off. I'm going to try not to chip it up too bad. You see what I mean about the chipping? To prevent this from happening, now I know I need to go this way. But there she is, clean as a whistle. No tear out now. Beautiful. Now in my mind, getting the frets in the right place is the most important part of this job we're doing right here. If the frets aren't in the right place, doesn't matter how pretty you make the guitar, it won't play right. I like to use these templates from CV Giddy. Now he doesn't sponsor me or anything like that or pay me to say that. But these things are good in quality. They're in the right place. So you might want to check that out if you decide to build your own guitar. Because this really makes this easy. Watch. Throw this clamp up here like this. I always keep my pencil to one side of the plastic, because it does have a little room in there. And always draw with just one line to the outside instead of a bunch of lines. Like, I don't try to make it real dark, because then it makes it wider and not right accurate. We'll be doing 24 frets for Trogly. All marked up on that flamey goodness. Now I recommend everybody have one of these saws right here. It's a 10-inch radial saw made by Craftsman. This is an older machine, but it was still expensive. It was like $800 for this thing, and it was hard to find it. But you'll see why I invested in it now. Because I love making guitars, but I hate cutting the fret slots. One little screw up and your whole project's ruined. But with this thing, that don't happen. What I do is I do a test cut on the end. Check my depth. Beautiful. And the way this works is I just line the pencil mark up with my cut there. I just put it dead center every time. Nice and flush against the backboard. Alright, fretboard slotted. Let's chop it up and get it on the neck. Alright, headstock is shaped. Fretboard is gluing on. And looking good. But it's time to drill the tuner holes and carve the top on this bad boy. Let's do it. Now I like to think of this carving of the top as kind of like the running with the bulls. Because if you mess up, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start with some 120 grit. This thing costs $7 from Home Depot. It's a 5-inch sanding disc. It's right next to the sandpaper. Now if you're going to try this, just go slow. I'm going to make it look easy. Hopefully. This is another machine that's worth its weight in gold unless you like sanding stuff by hand. It'll make quick work of this, that fresh paper. Man, Trogly, you all kind of flamey, bruh. Alright, now let's move on. Now we're at the stage that I like to call the gandering stage. We just kind of stand here and gander at it a little bit, you know. But I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. Alright, headstock's looking pretty good. Still got to clean that out a little bit. But let's put the dots in the fretboard, and then we can radius it. First thing I want to do before we even get going here is clean this up good. Alright, that guy looks way better. Now we want to put the dots on the bottom of the neck. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw a guideline. I'm going to drill right on that line. That way they're kind of straight, you know what I mean? And then we'll draw another one for the double dots. Now I'm going to take this little guy right here and make some starter holes. Same other side. Now the plan is we're going to do two one size, and get smaller as we go down. So we're gonna lay down that dragon burst on this guy. We're gonna get it on here. I'm still going to round the edges of the guitar body, so I'm not worried about it getting on the sides a little bit. I'll do this first. Man, that thing's screaming, ain't it? A little H2O, just to wash it back just a hair. Not too much, just a little bit. Blend it in real good. That black blended. Oh yeah. See, that's what we wanted right there. So then we can do this. That old dragon's breath, dragon scales, dragon whatever you want to call it. Man, that top is screaming, ain't it? Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's what I was hoping for right there. And there we go. Maybe just a smidgen more right here. Maybe. What do you guys think? Ooh, Trogly. Shh, unofficial sneak peek. I don't go skipping to the end just because I did this either. Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the guy. Well-deserved Arizona break. Man, that's good stuff. Ooga googa. Pretty fat. Well, she's finally done. And I couldn't be more happier with the result, man. I tell you right now, this is one nice guitar. I'll run a little camera footage while we play it. Let's do some clean. Alright, Austin. Hope you enjoy this bad boy. I surely enjoyed making it for you. And I love the design. So have a bunch of other guys. Alright, let's do this giveaway. Let's see what Austin has to say. Whatever you do, don't you touch my Scar guitar.
Don't you touch my Scar